Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at wrestlers that have died in 2020. I don't know most of these, but the ones that I do, all of them are really, really sad. First up, we have Parker II. He died on January 11th, 2020. 1966. Now, I don't know much about him, but he was a Mexican wrestler, luchador. Let's move on. Next up, we have Rocky Johnson, Dwayne Johnson's dad, on the January 15th, 2020. This is a really sad one that I didn't even think that he was that old, but tragedies happened, aka 2020. So let's move on. Next up, we have Black Demon, which he died on April 13th, 2020. Black Demon died of complications from COVID-19. So, and real name, Roberto Mernzo Cari. Yeah, I'm botching these names, so I'm not even going to think about it. So, yeah, let's move on. Next up, we have Howard Finkel, died on 16th, 2020. Howard Finkel was one of the best voices in WWE. He had a booming voice, replicated but never disciplined by ring announcers around the globe. His icon announcer of the new WWE champion, and he finally found by many. Finkel had worked in the WWE offices after leaving his role as a ring announcer. Let's move on. Shad Gassberry, which died on May 17th, 2020. I do not know much about him, but let's read down here. Chad passing, the former tag team wrestler, was watched out to sea attempting to save his son from drowning after he was taken by the riptide. Wow, body washed up on shore. That's tragic. That is tragic. Wow, let's move on. Next up, we have Hannah Kimura, which died on May 27, 2020. Former wrestler and reality TV star Hannah Kimura was found dead after committing suicide in May. Signed to the World Wrestling Ring Stardom, I'm just going to call her Kim, has posted images of herself harm earlier in the day on social media. She had received hateful comments from the fellow social media users, and these comments played her own pre-death posts. Wow, suicide just isn't the right way to go. Life's gonna get better. Let's move on. Danny Havoc, which died on May 31st, 2020. Former wrestler Danny Havoc retired from the ring in 2017 after just a decade for working companies such as CZW and Big Japan and GCW. Known for his wrestling violent matches, his career, and despite hanging up his boots 3 years prior to death, still works periodically. Havoc's wife, Brainy Moore, died of a heart failure in April 2020, just over a month prior to Havoc's passing. Wow. I really hope they didn't have any kids, because both parents gone. Let's move on. Kamala. This one hit me hard. Kamala died on August 9th, 2020. James Harris, better known as fans as Kamala, passed away at age 70 following a positive COVID-19 diagnostic the week before. He died in the hospital following a heart attack. His career spanned several decades, beginning in 1978 under the name Sugar Bear. He was mainstaying in the South and worked various promotions, including the Continental Wrestling Alliance, Mid-South Wrestling, WCCW, AWA, Jim Crockett performed WCW, and eventually WWE. Xavier. Xavier died on August 16, 2020. Former Ring of Honor World Champion John Xavier Bedoya passed away at age 42. Xavier was trained by Tony DiVerto to his debut in 1995. He was a mainstay on the New York independent scene prior to joining Ring of Honor in 2002. He won the Ring of Honor Championship on September 21st, 2002. After defeating Leo King, the cause of death was not revealed. Next up, we have Bullet Bob Armstrong, which died August 7th, 2020. Joseph James, better known as WWE Hall of Famer Bullet Bob Armstrong, passed away at the age of 80. He has won championships in a number of promotions: Mid-South, Georgia Championship Wrestling, NWA Mid-America, TWA Tri-State Global Championship Wrestling, and Southern Championship Wrestling. Bob Armstrong was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2011. Joseph Animal, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. He died September 22nd, 2020. Joseph's, better known to the wrestling fans as Road Warrior Animal, passed away of natural causes on September 22nd at the age of 60. Wow. Died while on vacation at a resort in Sage Beach, Mo. Next up, you have Tracy Smithers, who died October 28, 2020. Pro wrestling legend Tracy Smithers passed away on October 28, 2020 at the age of 58. Smithers was diagnosed with lymphobia cancer last year, which at the same time was believed to be non-fatal. R.J. Bruiser Mears, November 16th, 2020. Maryland independent wrestler and trainer R.J. the Bruiser Meyer lost his battle with leukemia on November 16th, 2020. Myers was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia in March 2019, and he underwent a bone marrow transplant later that year, in addition to being an active wrestler until 2019. Myers was also a trainer for accredited Leo Rush and Velveteen Dream. Next up, we have Patterson, December 2nd, 2020. WWE Hall of Famer passed away at Miami State Hospital December 2nd, 2020 due to liver failure. Pat Patterson was the first to hold the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Next up, we have Danny Hoge, December 26th. Professional wrestling legend Danny had passed away at the age of 88. His granddaughter Stacy was confirmed the news on social media. Danny was a renowned amateur wrestler in the 50s, beginning undefeated in his collegiate career with the University of Oklahoma. He was the first amateur wrestler to go grace covered illustrations. He made his pro wrestling debut in 1959 after training under Leroy McEdstranger Lewis. Went on the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship 7 times. He dodged Hodge made 2 appearances in WWE, honoring fellow Oklahoma native Jim Ross. And last but not least, Brody Lee died December 26th, right after Christmas. I don't even think I need to read this. This is just tragic. He was fine, and then he just passed. It's hard. So, tell me if there's any that I missed, and yeah, I'll see you all next time.